Becca. I thought I would do an update on what's been going on with me in regards to fertility. Sorry, the lighting's really bad. It's late at night, so it's all my lights, so they're kind of yellow, but oh well. So, a lot's happened since I last did a fertility update, and I've got some stuff going on. So, my husband and I decided that we were going to do an IUI finally. So, that was a big decision. We decided to do it this summer because I have my summer off, so I'm able to do everything that I need to do and call whoever I need to do, and I don't have to worry about trying to take time off work or anything like that. So we're going to do it. It's expensive, and we're only going to do one. The recommendation is that you do 3, and then they'll test you for your egg quality after that if you have 3 failed. But with the amount this costs, we're going to do 1, and if it doesn't work, then we can't have kids, and we're just going to work on accepting that. So, day 1 of my cycle was, I just have my sheet with all my dates on it. So day 1 of my cycle was July 11th. So I called on my first day of my cycle, and I booked the appointment. And then they called me, so that was on a Friday. So they called me on the Monday. On Sundays when I had to start taking my fertility drugs. So usually they give you Clomid, but I had a really bad reaction last time I did Clomid, so they put me on letrozole for this round. So I had to take 2 pills twice daily, or 2 pills once a day. 2 pills once a day for 5 days. So that was July 13th. I started that. And I didn't really have a lot of reactions. I had a couple hot flashes, but that was it. Which was really good. So there wasn't a whole bunch of side effects like the other one before. So then on July 21st, we're supposed to baby dance. And then from the 22nd to the 26th, I have to start taking OPKs, which ovulation predictor kit tests. So I've already started those. I started them as soon as my cycle finished, as soon as AF finished. And then as soon as that finished, then I started right away. So I have the cheapy ones that you get from like online. I got them from mypregnancytests.com or something like that. So I have those. So I started using those, and then I actually bought one of the more expensive ones from Walmart with the bigger ones. So I just started right away because I don't want to miss the day. So if when I start testing with the actual big ones, and I'm just using the little ones till now. As soon as I get a surge, I have to call the clinic and then go in the next morning. So I call them, I say I have had my surge. You don't book an appointment. Basically, that's booking the appointment, and they don't call you back, and they just expect you to show up. So if I don't have a surge by July 26th, I have to call the clinic, and then they're going to order some blood testing. But I have regular cycles. They used to be 31 days, but since I've changed my eating, they're now 29 days. And pretty much there shouldn't be an issue with a positive ovulation test, but if there isn't, I'll call and they'll order some blood tests. So the very next day, so I'm thinking the IUI is going to happen on July 26th or July 27th, which is Friday or Saturday. That's what I think is going to happen. And then, so then my husband, he needs to give his sample at 7:30 in the morning if it's a weekday, and then we do the IUI at 10:30. If it's a weekend, he does his sample at 9:30, and then I do my thing at 1:30. So that's what's happened. And then 18 days later, if AF doesn't show up, then I'm pregnant, and I'll take the test, and I'll be lovely and wonderful. If it does show up, well, it is what it is. So on top of the fertility drugs, I'm also seeing my naturopath, and I'm doing acupuncture. So I booked in 6 acupuncture. So I did 1 a week for the last couple of weeks. So I did 1 last week and 1 the week before, and then this week, since it's like my ovulation time, I'm doing an acupuncture on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So hopefully I can get it in the day before, just because I don't know what it's going to be. Then with testing, for testing with ovulation kits, what they told me was that I have to test between 10 and 3, so I chose 12 o'clock for my test time, because I'm on summer break and I'm sleeping in anyway. So 12 o'clock's a good time. It has to be 4 hours since I've gone to the bathroom and no water. So they don't want like the first morning's urine sample, they want between 10 and 3, but basically you can go to the bathroom in the morning, but then after that you can't for at least 4 hours. So they want to get the best test results possible. So that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. I'm really hopeful. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about price. So I live in Canada, so prices are going to be different everywhere. So for me, the letrozole was $50, and my insurance says it needs special authorization to cover it. My husband has 80% insurance for prescriptions. So, but they don't know why it's not, like the insurance people aren't sure why it's not covered, and the pharmacy said that the fertility doctor needed to fill out some information and send it to the insurance. So I talked to the fertility nurse and they didn't know what paperwork the pharmacy was talking about, so we're just not going to worry about it. It's $50. So that's the fertility medication, the letrozole. And then the OPKs that I bought from Walmart, another $40. So we're in for $90 right now. Then there's $75 setup fee for the IUI, and then another $325 that I have to pay after that. So that's $400. So $500 there. Then my acupuncture is $74 a time, and I'm doing 6 of them. So it was the packages, you do 5 and you get the 6th one free. So I think it worked out to it's like $370 or something like that. So it's just round it to $400. So this one IUI is costing us $900. Now, if I wasn't doing the acupuncture, it would only be around $500. But I want to have the absolute best chance for this to work. We got one shot at this. Just let it work. So I'm really positive. My husband's a little bit more negative. He's a little bit more realistic, and he doesn't think it's going to work, and I think it will. So I'm going to stay positive and have good thoughts, and this is going to work, and I'm going to get pregnant finally. And if it doesn't, then I can come to terms with accepting that I'm not having kids, because to do 3 of these, it's too expensive. So even if we decided to do one more, I wouldn't do the acupuncture, just because if it didn't work the first time, I'm not going to count on it working the second. So that would bring the cost down a bit, but it's just frustrating. And I'm going to be in BC when I find out if I'm going on a girls' trip with my mom to visit my grandma and my auntie and my grandpa and a few other people in my family. So I'm going on a girls' trip with my mom. So I told my husband, I'm like, I guess I'll be calling you with the good news. And he's like, or calling me crying. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Come on, positivity here. So, I haven't told my family that I'm getting an IUI done, and I'm not going to. I told my little sister, because her birthday is August 9th, and she has a party bus, and she wants to do a big party and go drinking and go on the party bus. She's turning 20, so, and the legal drinking age here is 18, in case you're wondering. So she's having a big party bus with all her friends, and she wants me to come, and so I had to tell her why I wouldn't be on there and I wouldn't be drinking, because as soon as I say, well, I won't drink anything, they start thinking, oh, you're pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm getting an IUI, but I'm not telling anybody that. I'm going to be in my 2-week wait. So I told her, and then I told my 2 best friends about it, but I'm not telling my mom, because the trip to BC is a 9-hour drive, and while I'm in there, I'm in my 2-week wait, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to, I love my family, but they are full of advice and oh, do this, don't worry about this yet. And I don't want to like sit there with all of the family having them talk about this over and over for a 9-hour drive plus the whole week that I'm there. It's just too much for me, and it's too much stress. So I'm not going to tell them, and I will find out if it works or if it didn't while I'm there, and then I'll tell them. I'll tell them that I did it and it didn't work, or I'm going to tell them that I did and it showed that I'm pregnant, but don't get our hopes up. Let's see how it goes. So it's going to be one or the other, but I can't tell them that I'm doing it just because I just don't want to sit through all the talking about it. It's just too much right now. It's stressful. I'm already a little bit stressed out as it is about this because this is like my make or break chance. We're not going to do IVF. We already talked about it. Over 10 grand. It's too much. So this is it. This is our chance. And I'm excited and I'm nervous. But as of next week, I could be pregnant. So, I mean, over 3 years. Well, it hasn't been over. It's been just under 3 years. Almost 3. I'll be 3 in September. So like 2 years and 10 months of this, and it's hard, and the people who have gone through it for even longer, like, it's hard, and I had given up trying, and I switched to vlogging on my channel instead of talking about fertility, and I've switched my eating, and that's some of the reasons why I think this is going to work, because since I've started doing all this natural stuff, I've been taking my vitamins and everything, and I got a blood test recently which tested like my folic acid and my different vitamin levels and my thyroid and just a whole bunch of my iron, different stuff, and everything came back normal. My tubes are normal, my ovaries are normal, every blood test I've had shows that I'm normal, and my husband's done like 3 or 4 tests. Sorry, my kitty's sleeping. She looks really cute. My husband's done 3 or 4 sperm tests, and the only one that showed low was when the doctor had told him to take testosterone, and when he went and did the test after he had taken testosterone, it was dismal. Then the fertility doctor said, don't ever take testosterone, and he said he was going to talk to her general doctor about that. But that was the only one he had that was bad. The rest were low normal. So according to all the tests, everything's normal between us, and I've changed my eating since October. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So 9 months. I've no dairy, no wheat, no eggs, no soy, no canola oil, no corn syrup, vitamins, all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing that. I lost 20 pounds. Acupuncture. Everything's checking out normal. I don't see why this wouldn't work. But I'm just going to go in there positive. So, hopefully the next update I have for you guys in regards to fertility is, yay, I have a positive test result. So, fingers crossed, keep me in your prayers, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.